I can hardly believe what I'm seeing here. This is the Old Testament book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, and I'm looking at verse 20. That sound you heard, like a that song. um, that was when I realized it's verse 20 because you know 20, the number 20 has been doing the rounds in my head. It's been resonating quite a bit. Uh, anyway, um, so the what struck me about this, I was looking at the word remembered because well, I'll read the chapter. You can read it. Now, if a righteous man turns from his righteousness and commits iniquity, and I put a stumbling block before him, he will die. If you did not warn him, he will die in his sin, and the righteous acts he did will not be remembered, and I will hold you responsible for his blood. I was having difficulty with this concept of a righteous man's good works not being remembered. Of course, we could think of Jimmy Savile and people like that whose good works, charitable acts, are a cover for iniquity, for carnivorous, rapacious, blood-sucking, vampirish behavior. And I think of an article I read by about that lad in New Zealand. The article was by the Sun. Sorry, but even as I read it, I I thought, well, oh, Rupert Murdoch and these people, they can do some good in bringing this story to people's attention. But of course, it was the boy's mother, that little Australian lad who was being bullied and wanted to cut his throat or something. It was his mother that brought that to our attention. But the Sun reported it, or was it the Daily Mail? Anyway, so I I looked up this word remembered, and the original Hebrew or Aramaic, I'm not quite sure. That's what it is. So this is a great resource, the BibleHub.com. Anyway, so you can go to the word and look it up. But what gripped my attention and what prompted me to create this video was when you highlight the word remembered, tis a charna, verb, the feel imperfect, etc., etc. This last bit, to mark, to remember, to mention, to be male. Wow. To be male. So women aren't to be remembered? It's the, God, it's the fascism, the bigotry, the misogyny, the fear, possibly, of it. That a word denoting remembrance also denotes being male. It's suspect. I mean, it could be given a positive interpretation. My initial revulsion, my initial maybe, the consequence of the wrong idea. I might have got this thing wrong, but it is concerning. Yeah, it is concerning to be male. What about the women?